Hi everyone, my name is Piterpakulski. Today we'll continue building a very simple financial model from scratch. This group of videos, this playlist devoted to people who know almost nothing about Microsoft Excel, but these people have business ideas. They need to figure out how much financing they need to start the business, what will be the revenues, what will be the expenses, what will be the profits, what will be the payback period. So they need to answer all these simple questions, and I hope that these videos will help you to evaluate all that stuff. So let's start. So today we'll be answering a very simple question: what is the payback period of my business idea? So for that purpose, we will already build the cash flow statement divided by three main parts: result from operating activity, result from investment activity, and result from financing activity. And we will need all this statement to calculate a simple payback period, which is necessary for the business owner, for the future business owner. So how it is done? First of all, we are creating the timeline. We will call it simple payback period. In this video, we'll just be covering simple payback period. Just believe me that if you calculate a simple payback, if you have a first business idea, you're a small business owner, simple payback period, a value in months will be enough for you to say, I'm going in or I'm not going in this business. So believe me, that will be enough for you. So what we need to cook a simple payback period. So we are taking the result from operating activity, which is revenues minus direct expenses, fixed expenses, payroll, taxes. So then we take plus investment activity. This is outflow of all investments needed on investment stage. Then we take minus principal payments minus interest payments. We are not adding equity, the money that we put from our pocket, and we're not adding loan because if we add these two lines, we will never be able to see the payback period, because it will be zero on the first stage, because equity and loan they are financing minuses here, they finances minuses here, and we need to know whether the business itself generates the cash without our money, without bank's money, to cover the investments that are put inside the business. So we are pressing enter. Then we extrapolate this formula to the second month. Then we make this formula cumulative, so we are adding the previous value. And then we extrapolate this formula to the right. So, and now we go to the timeline. So
the moment when the period occurs, the moment when the lag.
So here it is. So in September 2027, all the profits that will be gained, this value will be this value will be extra from the money that we invested to the project. So in August we got back all our money that we invested in the business, and in September we put this money is extra profit that we finally gained. So now we can calculate the amount of this payback period. So this will be the formula for that will be if this value is less than 0, then we put 1, otherwise 0. Then we extrapolate this formula to the right. Then we create totals for this line. So now we know that the simple payback period equals to 67 months. So if we have negative values here, then we put 1. So when reds turn to black, so we have here 0 here, 1 here. So now we know that the simple payback period is 67 months. And we can also create a diagram for that. So simple payback period, copy, paste this as values, months. We will pick the value from the end of our timeline. Then we can prepare this timeline for the diagram. That will be building. So this diagram will be vivid illustration when we'll be playing different scenarios. We'll be playing with inputs. Later we will put this diagram, the copy of this diagram, to the top of our financial model, and we'll be playing with different coefficients, revenue coefficients, and this diagram and the value of the payback period will tell us what are the values of simple payback period, if we increase or decrease revenues, increase or decrease fixed expenses, payroll, investment plan, direct expenses. So you will get lots of you will get a huge amount of information when you start playing with all the coefficients and see how they affect the simple payback period. So we are taking this line for the diagram, simple payback period diagram. Then we press insert. So this will be a very simple diagram. Then we for that axis would be we place select data, edit, and here we will add these two lines. So what does this diagram mean? So this diagram means that this is the investment stage. So this is the investment stage. Then when this diagram starts going down here, this is the period. This is the period of operating losses at the first stage of operating activity period. So when the diagram goes down after the investment stage, this shows us if we go here, this period when we do have revenues but we don't have profit because our expenses are bigger than our revenues. So at the first period we do have some operating losses. So these losses, then we have some profits, but we have some payments to the bank and we still have losses. And these negative values are illustrated in here, and they affect this diagram going down for a couple of months. and then after this couple of months, when we reach the break-even point, it's somewhere here, then the diagram starts going up. As you can see here, there are two periods, this period and this period. If you look that the angle is changing, in the angle of this diagram changing, it's because here we have a loan affecting the profit, and here when the loan is over, the behavior of this line, the behavior of the diagram starts changing. So if we go, for example, somewhere, I don't know what is the exact point. It is, for example, January. It says March 25. It may be the moment when we end paying the loan. March 25. Yeah, March 25. It's the moment when we end paying the loan, and that's why the diagram starts behaving another way. You can see that. And the moment when a simple payback period occurs, it is somewhere. It is first of all, it is the moment when this diagram crosses the timeline. This is the timeline, and the moment when the diagram crosses the timeline, it is the moment when we get our investments back. So it is somewhere in September 27. So if we go to this line, we are just searching for September 27. Yeah, September 27. It is the moment of the simple payback period. So now you know how to read this diagram in the right way. So I hope that maybe this video was valuable for you. You may give us a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. You can order financial models from scratch for your unique business ideas. We can help you with that. So see you guys in next videos. Thank you and bye.